What's up, everyone? How's it going? And we're alive. Today is Saturday, and yeah, tonight we'll be discussing some plants, maybe some gardening and other things as well. We'll see. It's late night plant chat Saturday. So let me set this up. Now, good evening to all those that are showing up right now. Thank you for tuning in. And those of you that are watching, give me a little thumbs up icon in the chat. Let me know that you can see and hear me, and yeah. All right. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Um, Hope you're doing well on Saturday. Sorry about that on the last thing, but the little thing over here, this little laptop thing, the jig, or whatever you want to call them, not acting right. So I'm just doing this one a little differently. So, but if you can see me, throw a little thumbs up icon on the chat so I can just ask confirmation. All right. Oh, hey, Charles. What's up, Rob? Yeah. I hope you guys are having a good evening and all that. A little warm in here today. I do like heat and everything. It's just that humidity is a little up in here right now. That's because it was just raining a lot the past day or so. And yeah, so hope everybody's having a good Saturday. So, but right now, I guess I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about plants, stuff like that. I'll take you guys up to some of these little plants or these plants I got here. So um, keep in mind there's not as many inside right now because most of them are outside. But the ones I got in here are some that I'm just toying around with. Uh, one's only got one I'm doing in little soil, and then I got a little basil plant that's in the double cup in soil in seed starting mix because it was a cutting. I'm just letting that root pretty well until I'm going to take it outside. Hey, country girl, how you doing? But I'm good, country girl. Um, I had to restart the stream via mobile now because the laptop thingamajig was wasn't acting right. So I just figured I'd go via straight to mobile like that. So, um, but yeah, I hope you're having a great Saturday, great weekend, and everything. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and chat about plants, gardenings, and whatnot, have you. And then I'll take you guys through some of these, one, a few plants I do got inside. Now, as I was saying, majority of these in here are not going via soil and hydroponic method. Let's see. We'll trim that leaf on there. Uh, Now we will be trimming some of the basil. But what I'm going to do here is take some of these plants and show you a couple of them. One plant that I actually got in soil, low soil medium, is that one purple scorpion I showed before. And it's still in that plant size cup. I've been leaving it there since trying to get some of these pods ripened up. And then there's one right here. We'll let that sit till tomorrow. Save seeds for that one. So I want to save a few for myself, and then we'll hand out a few of the seeds to some people. But let's see. And then got a couple of these over here that said makeshift uh, hydroponic thing or style one where they are in mini solo cups with a little bit of soil medium, but then there's holes cut in the bottom so that I just kind of sit rest it in with the hydroponic solution. So other growers have done it. I'm just toying around with experimenting with it a bit. What's nice about doing it that way is that I can just pop them out of the seed starter trays, add a little more of the medium in there. Not much, since there's some small solar cups. They're about roughly about the size of those. So we just kind of put them in there, just kind of fill in the little gaps. And but other than that, a few of the plants are taking off a little bit better than others, but the other one's catching up. So I'm surprised the one didn't take up any faster than others. But alright, as I was saying, I hope everybody's having a great day. They all be well. Alright, now I'm going ahead and show you a few plants. I will take you guys around, show you a few things, and then, yeah, you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask. There's that purple scorpion. And ornamental plant there. It's in the sports drink cup bottle. Then these are ones that's in the little shot glass style, you know, so little red cups, party cups. And they got 4 of them in this container here. So I know it's a little dirty. If you're wondering what those are just some basil cuttings. Here's the basil. Isn't that time doing me wrong? Just my pronunciation is a little different the way I talk. So, yeah. Then I'll get over to the arrow garden thing. Just give me a second. I just need to move. Alright. Oh. Alright. Now, plus side about the mobile thing is the respectomy. Oop. Alright. Still getting situated. Alright, guys. Now, hold on. Alright. Now what I'll do here is I'll just go ahead and do a couple trimmings on this plant. A few select areas. No, not there. Now, what I'm doing on what I'm trimming this on is you select spots. Sorry about the way. That's one of those things that tends to happen on here. Alright. As I was saying, is what I tend to try to do is there's these little spots where you can see the little nodes coming, popping up. I usually just take a little snip right there, and then there's some extra growth coming in right here. I'll just let it do its thing. So, give it off a few select leaves, and yeah. Alright. And thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. And the leaves I am cutting off as well are just to help encourage the other growth to come in. So anybody that's familiar with plants or been around growing plants long enough is very familiar with that. Now I won't be doing this the whole video. I'll just be doing the summertime. Just so I know it's not gonna be the most entertaining of sorts. That's what I'm doing the entire time. So I'm just doing a few snippets here and there. And the plus side about doing these cuttings is that it helps keep the plant under control so it doesn't get too wild. It's new for a decent trimming. I've always been trimming here and there, but I just haven't been doing as much trimming as of late. So, what's up, Alex? How you doing? All right. Now, just gotta move my leg here. Not a lot of room for me to work with. Oh, nah, there it goes. That's better. All right. This side can use more for trimming, but as I mentioned, I haven't been doing as much of it as of late. And alright. I think that's the plus side about having the basil, or having basil, is you can do constant cuttings on it, for as long as you have the plant, until you get tired of it, or the plant gives out. And you can't really be too sure which way it'll go until you're growing it, and then you're in your own situation. So, but let me take a look here, cut that, and that. Okay, let's see, that one there. Alright. Now that's about as much as basil I'm going to trim for right now. Trimming more of it tomorrow. Sorry if it's not coming in clearest. And yeah. Got a fair amount of basil. So put this back that way. And we've got the container about half full of its drink. So what I'll do now is we'll move over here. Hey, what's up, Rambling Rose? How you doing? Yeah, thanks, Alex. Right. Hold up. Get a couple more of these off here. I'm alright, Rose. If you notice this plant this right here, that's the basil. I was just doing some trimming on it. So, yeah. Got that nice smell. Uh, yeah, right. Uh-oh. We'll need to re-up some of that water in there. Alright. Just gotta remember that before the night's over. Okay, since I'm right here, I'll show a couple of these plants. Yeah, that basil's very aromatic. You can smell it from ways away. But here goes one of the pepper plants. Got it in this coffee container. And go ahead. Got the nice woody stem going on here. Sorry if my hand's a little dirty. I'm messing with garden plants and all that. But check out the roots on this. Uh, I think I need to re-up on a little bit of water in this. Alright. We need to refill some of the water in here. Definitely will have to change containers very soon on this one. Oh yeah, check this out. Right now there's a single pot on here. But I chose this container just because this little cup thing that it's in, you know, can just go right in there just fine and doesn't have to worry about wobbling out of place. And I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, you should, put something in here to darken this up." I haven't really done that. I mean, not with these clear ones too much because I'm just doing this as an experiment so I can actually see the roots. And I will at some point start doing that because a lot of times when you're doing this, going this kind of method with the clear containers, it gets that since the light penetrates in there, it gets a little algae in it. But here's this one. This one's an experimental plant of mine. Yeah, this one hasn't yet flowered, but we'll probably cut some of these leaves back on here. And yeah, some of these plant leaves are due to for a good trimmer and encourage more growth because of the nose are starting to get some growth on there. But you know, now I'm getting doing that where you darkening up the container so you can't see. A lot of times it can do like what I was just mentioning with the algae get on inside of there just because. For example, you just want to do this as an experiment. Let let a bottle, fill it. Take your tap water or whatever, fill it up. Fill up any kind of bottle, put a top on it. Let it sit outside for a while. And I mean, you know, every so often popping the lid, closing it, whatever, or even just leaving the lid off. Just let it sit out for a while outside. Come back to it within a few weeks or so. After being sure there stays water in there, you're going to notice it and it's going to happen. But cleaning them isn't too bad. That's not a big issue on that. Oh yeah, I guess there is just this one little guy got this little soil double cup, small one. These guys can go in containers really well. If you take a look, uh, there's flowers coming in. Hey, I gotta stop jostling this thing around. Yeah, let me show you the flower right here. Hey, there's a little flower right there. This little guy's an ornamental. A lot of people may be familiar with it. It's called sangria. Nice, Alex. Hope that it's going well for you. Right. Hey, if you can, hit me up on Hangouts or something, Alex, and show me what you're doing. Show me how if you can send me a pic sometime. All right. Now, oh, if you hear a little noise, that's my hand rubbing up against the plastic thing. Now, uh, this one's a Serrano. I took it out of the AeroGarden thing, and this I got from I got while it was in a 4 pack at a store. I love seedlings for like $1.35, $1.40. But the reason why it was in the AeroGarden is because it snapped right at the base, right at the soil line. You know, because it got broke. When I was outside, I noticed it, and then I was like, "Oh, good lord!" And so, yeah, I didn't notice it until I was done on coming back through checking out the plants, and so I stuck it in there, and the AeroGarden propagated it pretty well. I just put it in here within the past day or so, and yeah, hopefully this will take doesn't take much time to take off, and I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll probably keep that Serrano in the house, but this is a little basil plant that I'm just toying with. I just got some seeds, was just messing around, so I'm just trying to see how this one ends up. So doesn't got much roots on it. Nice size plant. Got that nice basil smell. Hold on 1 second, yes? Now, here's the scorpion plant. I'll probably be keeping this one inside for quite a while. Being in the seed starting tray and seed starting mix medium. And so, now, basically with this one's pretty sturdy, as you can see. But if you're wondering what this kind of container is, if you're not familiar with it, this container itself is from a more of a food place. You know, where you got some food. And here's the roots on this. The roots kind of got that little shape of the bottom here. So I'm going to have to put a little more nutrients in it within the next day. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna want to keep it in here for a while, just see how it goes. Or I think I might just transfer it to something bigger, which I think I will do. Um, 1 second, everybody. Let me check this. The little neck cup thing or little plastic cup things, you can get online, and the online are the easiest place to get them. You can get them on Amazon. My man, you can get them online. All those several places. You can even get them off the Arrow Garden website. It's their stuff. You get them in multiple places. You just gotta find them. They got the little sponge things and the little cups. So you can buy those together, and it's not a half bad price for if you can find the 50 pack. 50 of each, and and those actually work pretty well. I mean, if yeah, those actually work really well. I haven't had a problem with them so far. So, or if you wanna look online, you can find the neck cups. But those little things have worked wonders. Um, I'm thinking about doing some other things, but that's just thought right now. I won't. I'll see what I can do. Well, after I experiment with them a little bit. So, hey Eric, how you doing? Uh, now, all right. Now what I'm going to do here is, I gotta move now. All right. Bear with me a second. Moving some of these plants back. Oh yeah, the basil plants are growing in hydroponics. The same method as I'm doing the other ones. And yeah, same method as I'm doing the other ones. And but the thing is, what's different about it is that I have it in a 5 gallon container. That's the difference. So, and the 5 gallon container I had gotten at one of those dollar type stores. I'm not saying dollar type stores because I'm not saying, putting the name out there like that. But it's, and the 5 gallon container only costs about between $3 or $4, maybe a little less. Alright, guys. Now, moving over here, just because I want to show some of the other plants. Oh, alright. Hey, no problem, Country Grill. I can get you with that Brando Spice. What's up, Johnny Love? Um, 1 gallon plastic jugs, those can work just fine, Ramblin' Rose. So, yeah. Right. All right, Alex, man, that'd be awesome. Let's see how you do with one of those, cause those air guard things, they're really cool. They're really cool. Oh yeah, Rose. You can get creative with the type of the containers you use them in. I mean, honestly, like this one here, I was showing you with this pot on here. This is in a corn syrup bottle. So, I'm just saying, don't be afraid to get a creative. And that's why I was mentioning these little cup things because they're they're nice to fit in a lot of the areas. And those sports drink cups, a lot of some of those can fit just fine. Or if you find different jugs, I mean you can find different ones for different things. Like I was saying, like these sports drinks cups. I'm putting my head over the label. Um, yeah. Um, Nets not as much as you would with soil. That's the thing is about that. Nets aren't as much of an issue when you're growing with hydroponics. I'm not saying there's a zero probability or possibility of that. Oh yeah, I was mentioning that before. Um, Now, in regards to algae, that can build up from just light penetration, yes, but with most of my ones here, I haven't really covered that up. I mean, covered them up, but I mean, you can do that. I was thinking about doing that. There's multiple ways of doing that method of covering them up. Some people spray paint them, which I'm not comfortable with spray painting them. Um, but um, what you could do is use tapes or get some kind of, you know, just something to cover, block out the light. That's all. Oh, and there's this play here. Got this one in here, see. Now, the roots may not look really big on this, but that's because, country girl, you could, yes. You could wrap it in anything that just blocks out the light. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% blocking out the light, but it has to block out certain wavelengths of light in order to cut back on the algae thing. Now I'm going to end up cutting this leaf off here. There. Alright. Cut this leaf off. I see there's a hole in. Yeah, that could work. Whatever method you want to experiment with, by all means. You could even use masking tape. If you got some of that blue painter's tape. Um, Electrical tape, duct tape, wrap some foil around it, whatever. Even if you got some of that, even if you got some wrapping paper, newspaper, just tape it up around it. Whatever you got feel you can use. I'd say newspaper maybe, just tape it up around or wrapping paper. Just whatever. I mean, foil can work just fine. But I don't really, whatever cloths, tapes or whatever, papers, you gotta use by all means. Now, check this out. Nice size leaf on that. I started this one in the arrow garden. And I transferred it in here. Now the roots may not look really big, but that's because I cleaned off any of the old roots that were on it from being in the thing, and that's the new roots coming in. Now, keep in mind once you transfer from one of those the arrow guard things, like I mentioned, I know it's been saying that a bunch of times, but once oh, hand pollinating is very easy. Shoot, I just had the pollinator with me, but um, I'll show the pollinator in a minute, in a couple minutes. But yes, hand pollinating would be a must. I would suggest what you a person could do is get an electric toothbrush. It's like zzz, kind of vibrates the flower. Now you don't have to get in on the flower. You can just basically. Oop. Yes, I do, Alex. I do have that B1, but it's on the other side of the plants over here. That's why I said I was going to show in a minute, because I was like, I realized I left it over there. Um, but if you look, like some of the flowers right here, all you gotta do is get the. Some people go right in and inside there and do that. You don't have to do that. You could just get right on the outside of the flower, vibrate it a bit. You don't have to go bang, 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 bang on the flower. I know it looks like I'm being rough with it, but if you could get the thing on the electric toothbrush or whatever you have, and they even have the ones with the attachments that look like you can go, just it vibrates it a little. All you have to do is just zzz, vibrate it, and you can see a little dust come loose from there. That means it should be good. Sometimes you might have to do it more than once in order for it to take. But keep in mind, not all the flowers take. It's okay. Just be prepared for that. That's all. Now, with this plant, there had been a number of flowers that dropped. But if you look, it's got a couple pods on it. See, there's one. There's one. Right over here. So, and then there's this one's coming in. And there's a couple more coming in. And right here. So, let's just give it some time. I know it's going to take a bit of patience. It's something some people aren't accustomed to when they first get into hydroponics. Because if you've been growing outside and you haven't heard too much about it or much experience with it, it just gets it's new territory. You could use a paintbrush, but if you want to go the easiest route, you can go get one of those electric toothbrushes, or if you have an old one, just go up to the flower and vibrate it a little bit. You know, because it has that little thing where it's like zzz, and then it just shakes some pollen loose, shakes some pollen loose, and then there you go. You'll see this like little puff of dust, but you'll notice that comparatively from if you go from like more the peppers that are so hot to versus ones that are hotter, the ones that are lower on the heat scale seem to have more pollen. I mean, at least it seems that way. Now, here goes this plant here, but just give it some time, give it some practice. Me, I'm still practicing every day I'm doing it, so week to week I'm practicing. It's all practice. See, this one's for coffee container. This one's a 24.2 ounce container, and yes, I'm actually getting a pod starting right there. I know it's still got the little petals on it, but there. Alright, now what I can do here, I didn't show the roots on that one with the pods already, but I'll show this one. Give me a second, I gotta readjust. Ramblin' Rose, though, it's no problem if you ask questions. No problem at all. I'll do what I can to help out with any kind of questions I can think of an answer to. Yeah. Um, the coffee containers are easy to mess with. Um, it's just okay, Connie. But anyway, I'm just joking around. But all right, as I was saying, the coffee containers seem to be the best way to go, or the easiest way to go, because if you've noticed, here, bring this plant back over. If you noticed with them, they are dark. Can't see through them. So that eliminates any work for having to darken them or do anything with that. And plus, another plus side about it is that um, the plastic out is really pliable, and so it's easy to make the cuts where needed on there. And here's the roots on this one. So, and that's the plus side about it. So that just really helps a lot. What also some people use is the containers for, let's say, the containers that people use. Another type of containers, like as I was about to say, is people do use a lot is is protein. Those for the protein powder containers, people use a lot of them. Mint's a good way to go. Yes, yes, white ones, yes. Um, mint is mint is a good way to go, definitely. Mint's easy to grow. Um, but also that not only mint, but herbs. Herbs in general are easy to go. If you want to start with something really, 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 or that's fairly easy, go with basil. Basil's it takes really well to grow in hydro, and yeah. So if you'd ever want to consider a plant to do like that, try basil out. That one seems to do really well. And yeah, I'll get to this one over here. This one hasn't put a pod yet, but it's working on some flowers right now. Can't see them, but it's got a couple buds over here. Uh, it's got a flower getting ready to show up, and yeah, show the roots on this one. Uh, fungus gnats. Where you've seen a couple of gnats. That happens every so often, but as you can look on the roots, there is no gnats on the roots. So what thing is if you are growing in a medium and you want to get less gnats or anything, then this seems to be a way to go. And and if you ever are growing in a hydroponic fashion, then but then yeah, those that's one way to help cut down on on any kind of gnats or anything like that. Oh, yeah, here's some basil. I got this one in a thing or in my seed starter medium. This is one that was from a cutting. This is I bought the plant originally from a store, but what happened is I think it was I think it, no, what happened was is that this one got pinched right near the base, and so I just made like a little cut right there and let it sit in water for a few days, and then next thing you know, it started rooting, and yeah, it was actually within a few days it started producing roots, so then water, and I just wanted this one to get some dirt, get going. This is actually cinnamon basil, but I'm going to actually take this outside tomorrow. The cinnamon basil does have a cinnamon-esque kind of tones. But, alright, let's see. Um, you can use soil to start the seeds. That's an easy way to do it. And once they get established well enough, transfer them over. I would wait till he, I would wait till he gets a set of leaves or so, or they have some nice established roots, and then put them in. But if you, if there's that's one way. There's one way you can do that. If you got like a seed starting tray, give me a second. I'll show you, or I'll show you guys in a minute. Let's see. One way I've done that with some plants that I've started actually in a seed tray. Um, yeah, a number of these I had actually started in a seed tray. Like this one, I started a seed starting mix seed tray. But then when I was putting it in here, I had one of those little hydroponic sponges in that little neck cup, and they came with the neck cup thing. I put a slice down the side, put it in there, and then set it in the neck cup. See, this is one of those little hydroponic sponges, and it goes in one of those. Come here. There we go. And these are the things. So basically, you take one of these. All right, question girl. Talk to you later. Have a good one. And as I was saying, you take one of these sponges, and then you put it in here, and you put it in you put it in your thing. All right. Simple enough with those. Um, that really depends on where you live, because um, some places that would be near you could have a hydroponic store. So if you can take a look, or some local farms may have some. So, just look with them or look around, or you can order it online. Now, there's some choices there's plenty of choices of hydroponic nutrients. Now, just I would say look around, and there's lots of choices available. I'm not going, I can't really say, tell a person to use one versus the other because there's depends on what person's preference is. So there's lots of ways to go. Well, then you can order it online. Um, Now, if you go for a gallon jug, then you'd have to mix uh, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon per gallon. So one jug can last you quite a while, depending on how much of it you use and how frequently. Now, um, if you're doing it with a few plants, like say, for example, let's say you have a half a dozen to a dozen plants. Let's say a dozen plants. You have them all in the hydroponic containers. And then you're using and they're all 1 gallon containers. That's not bad. That can actually last a while. And especially if you're only using up to half a teaspoon to a teaspoon per gallon. That can last quite a while. And what I usually do is I usually, have an empty jug sitting around, put some room temperature water in there, mix it in, and then there you go. But just keep in mind that you're probably going to spend anywhere from like $40 to $60. And what's up, Julian? And as I was saying, is you just keep in mind, be prepared to pay anywhere from $40 to $60 um, for a gallon sized jug of hydroponic solution. But that 1 gallon jug can go a long way. I mean, as I was saying, a teaspoon per each gallon of water you use can stretch it out. But oh, what I got here. This is one of my personal doings of peppers. This one's is small right now. The peppers are small. These peppers are small. This is one of mine. So if you're wondering what that is, it's something I'm working on. But give me a second, Connie. If you get enough light in in your windows, then yes, go for it. And I mean, if you get enough hours of light in your windows, then yes, by all means, you could grow that way. But if 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 not, then you can go ahead and get some grow lights like this here. I'd pop it on, but that would just blind everyone. Turn everything a reddish pink color in here. Now, you catch some of the places bright. You can get lights similar to these online, anywhere from 50 to $100, if not more, depending on what you're going to work with. I mean, yeah. So, well, I mean, you see these plants in here that I was just showing you. all these plants were growing under LED. So I mean, that's I mean, I don't know if that says much, but yeah. See, like this plant here, growing under LED. See. All these plants are more cost effective, and you could end up spending a little bit lower electricity. That is definitely cool about that. Anybody that's grows can appreciate that fact, that form of having LEDs, because you end up spending less electricity in that aspect. Oh, all right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and flip the screen and show uh, my or the plants in the AeroGarden. This one's my cross. And you want the plant with the purple peppers on it. This is one of his sister plants. Now, see, this has got odd phenotypes, and it doesn't have a whole lot of leaves on it right now. And this plant is across mine, but it doesn't look like much right now because I trimmed off the bigger leaves. But if you look, you can see the leaves growing in, and those side grow. And I got the little seedling right there. It's called Big Dipper. That's because I mean it's a bell type, but it's called Big Dipper. I haven't seen that particular variety in stores for the past few years now. It was and those seeds are in a seed packet that's from the 2014 season. So yeah, I don't know if that company has that brand of pepper anymore. So that one actually sprouted very well. And then this one here, this is actually a broken off branch to a pepper plant I had outside. So I kind of stuck it in there, one of the sponges, to see as an experiment. So yeah, take a look at that. I just did it in the past few days, and it's seeming to hold on. And one of the pods are turning color. Then back over here, the Count Dracula. Then another plant I'm messing with. I know it's kind of growing over the top of here, but I've been just letting it grow right there. And yes, it is in a hydroponic container. That one's in a 2-quart container. And yeah. But this one wasn't a non. This one I purposely cut. I did that intentionally. And yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about your plants. Hopefully they'll bounce back and he just did you a favor and just topped your plants for you or something. And alright. I left a couple leaves on. And then if you guys see, got more growth coming in there. This one's more of a slow grower. And yeah. And these ones are very functional. I know looks a little dirty on here, but I can wipe it down some. So. And yes, LED lights. And whenever these pods turn red is when they're ripe. As you can see, they start off this odd color with this, or like here on the side, and then they can be deep purple, and then now these ones are shifted to a lighter color, and then see, look, that one's starting off a light color, and then you can shift to purple, pinkish, different colors, and Connie, which kind of setup are you asking me here? Are you asking me my own setup, or are you talking about the AeroGarden thing? Uh, oh. Oh, the AeroGarden, that can really depend on the model. If you're doing like the model that I got, the model I got is roughly $100. That's just for the model itself. And if you're looking to get the seed pod kits or something like that, I mean, you can get the ones that they already have the seeds in the seed pods or in the seed and neck cup things, and then you can get those come with it. Or if you just want to get the empty ones with just the sponge and the neck cups, and you got your own seeds you want to put in there, you can buy those separate off online. But in general, you can do it either way you want. Um, let's see. Right here, I got that pollinator with me. This is one pollinator I got off the website that I got the AeroGarden thing at. It's a bee pollinator. You can hear it. And all it does is the part just vibrates just enough, you know, just enough to where it shakes the. Yeah, it vibrate just enough to where it shakes the pollen free. Alright, here, give me a second. Um, you can buy the nutrients for it. Um, they actually sell them in little couple ounce things. Or, here, give me 1 second and I'll show you what I'm referring to. Sorry about this. And 1 second, please. Now, in regards to nutrient solutions, they have these. Um, this one's a 3 ounce one. But with the model that I have, you just basically take the cap off, fill this cap up twice. You know, fill it up, pour it in the little reservoir, fill it up again, pour it in the reservoir. It's very, very, very easy to operate those things. I mean, it's all self-containing. It is awesome because you can fill it up with the water, put your little seed pocket things in there, and then after you got this water in there, the nutrients. Okay, basically, you get the water in there, and then you get the nutrients in there. Or after you get the water in there, you basically have to plug it in. Alright, Alex, have a good one. Be safe. And, oh, okay, yeah, see, as I was saying, you said when you get it, you be sure everything's set up together. And then, and then after you set it up, you plug it in. And, oh yeah, and everybody be sure to check out Alberta's Peppers channel. And, yeah, he's a decent guy. So, um, and as I was saying, when you get to the air guard thing, it's very simple, easy. You know, just plug in, set up, fill up with water, put your seed pockets in, and then put the couple of capfuls or so of the nutrients in there. Now, when you're, depending on the model too, if you get a smaller model, maybe it's only one capful, but if you get a bigger model, then it's a couple of capfuls at least. I know with the smaller models, most smaller models are pretty nifty. I'm kind of considering about getting a smaller model. I mean, that way those ones can get the seed starting trays on. Those are pretty cool. Um, but yeah, if you're looking to get one to help with a good seed starting one, they got seed starting adapters for these, where it's like goes like a little tray over where you normally put most of the plants, and the seed starting trays just have enough room for to set these in. You got to be sure you have the seed in there, or if it's already got the seed in there, just put it right in those right in the spots, and then just let it do its thing, and then within so many days later, boom, you got your seeds going. Some will be probably faster than others as they do. But alright, I know I'm going on about it for a while. Alright guys. You guys got any questions? No problem. What I can answer them. Alright. Well, if you want to go more of the easiest self-containing way to go, then try one of those like the one I was just mentioning. You won't be disappointed. Honestly, you won't be disappointed by it. I mean, at least so far, I haven't been disappointed by it anyway. It's been pretty decent. I would suggest giving it a try at least. They do got the smaller models that are in between $40 and $60. If you want to go with the cheapest route, it's that. Um, and Connie, if you can, message me on Hangouts. Then I'll send you a link and all that stuff. And you can look around for it. It's yeah. I mean, if you wanna, because then I can easily send that link to you for it. Um, but in regards to yeah, the AeroGuard thing, that's the easiest way to go. I mean, the model I just showed you that I have, just for the model. Okay. Yeah, just if you wanna message me there, I can send you a link to them. But just keep in mind the model I have is $100. Um, but that's just for the model itself. You would have to. Sometimes, in some ways, they come with a free seed pod kit. Sometimes, but what I can suggest is if you already have seeds and all that for what you want to grow, um, then just order the just order the seed pod. Okay, if you have seeds, then that's fine. Then be sure you order the cups and the sponges. You can get it straight from them, or I could send you a link where you can get the cups and the sponges. And yeah, so yeah, that way I can just send you a link for that. But yeah, because like I was mentioning, there's models that go down around $50 or so, up in you know a bit more expensive, depending on what you're willing to work with. But yeah, those ones are the easiest, most simple in this way. Um, if you're talking about just getting the nutrients for the arrow garden thing and the sponges, you could try that, but the easiest way that I seem to work that way, then I don't know about doing it exactly that route. But if you just want to get some of the little cups and the sponges, then you can get those. But the nutrients, yeah, I would suggest getting the hydroponic nutrients from some other company. Not unless you're actually intending on getting one the the nutrient or one of the models. Well, if you want to do it with the coffee containers or the containers you do have, then you can get those sponge things and the net and the cups, and then you can do it that way. And then what I can do is I could more or less show you or do a video showing of uh you can like what do you mean singles? I mean I'm just asking because there's some of them that they sell down to 15 of them or maybe a little bit less depending on what you have in mind. Because it doesn't hurt to have a few extra of the sponges and the cups. I mean, it's, yeah. But I was just saying of a certain amount of them, it comes in handy to have a few extra. But, um, yeah, you could always get the smaller amounts if you think you only need a smaller amount. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. If you only think you need, oh, I don't know. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could, but you could also look at. I'll see what I can do about looking it up and help you out with that. But I don't know if they'll sell like two or three. I'll have to look into that and I'll see what I can do. Well, to help you out with that. All right. But I mean, because I know they sell some of them in certain packs of them, but I don't see that them. I don't know if they sell them in like little 2 or 3 packs. It's possible they might, but I can't guarantee that. Alright, now, let's see here. Um, But yeah. Alright. And Connie, it's starting to get late, everybody. Connie, be sure to hit me up on Hangout. And yeah. Um, alright, yeah, Connie, yeah, be sure to hit me up and we can walk you through another way of doing it very cost effectively as well. Alright? Oh, no problem. I don't have any problem answering any questions if you have any, alright? And that's why I mentioned it. Go ahead and feel free to message me on Hangouts and everything, and we can discuss it more. Alright? Now, and I can show you another method that could work where you don't have to spend as much money off the website that you can find with some other utensils as well, alright? Alright. Alright, you have a blessed night as well. Alright. There's no problem. I don't mind talking to you about this stuff at all. And you're welcome for saying thanks and all that. You're welcome. Alright, everyone. I'm going to be calling it a night. And thanks for stopping in, Julian. Appreciate it. I hope you're having a good night as well. May everybody have a nice, comfortable weather, nice day, and a good day to hang out, cook out, and everything else. Alright, everyone. Hope all goes well. And alright, everyone. I know I've been talking for a little while here, but yeah. So, go ahead and talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day, night, week, month, year, and every other time to come. thank you everybody for tuning in, and also all have and yeah, and thumbs up to everybody else here. All right, everybody. All right, I know I've said good weekend and all that stuff. Hope everybody is well, stays well, bees well, and all right, and yeah, and thanks for tuning in. Questions and comments you can put in the section of the video below, and please like, subscribe, and or share. And yeah, be sure to hit me up. And yeah, stay tuned for more streams to come. And yeah, as it goes along, hopefully some garden update videos, we'll see. And yeah, alright guys, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed day, weekend, everything else. And keep it spicy. Peace out. Later.